All right, now we're ready to put the handles on our casserole dishes. So we really need this to be not moving. I really don't want to disturb it at all. I'm going to take a ruler, and I can actually use the bat pin holes as a guide, although this might not be sitting in the perfect center. It probably isn't actually. So, but still, I can kind of use those. If this were still in the center, it would be perfect to use the bat pins, the bat pin holes. So what I'm doing with this ruler is dividing the pot in half. Visually, I can see 2 equal half circles better than just looking across the pot. Okay, so I'm going to pick 2 handles that feel like they go well with this pot, and then we'll get going. So let me get these 2. Feel like a pair to me. Before I start, I can kind of clean them up a little bit. That's helpful. Can you see? Yeah. Okay. Clean them up a little bit. If you are working on something like this and you kind of create a template with your finger to run like one hand on the side or one hand in the channel or one finger in the channel, that's really helpful to create like a little jig out of your hands, I guess you call it. Okay, so let's get these off of the hardy backer and onto something non-absorbent, like a different bat. Here we go, perfect. Okay, so now what I want to do is have this, I want to make sure the handle doesn't clear the rim. I want space between the rim because the rim of the lid is going to sit here, and I want space between them just in case there's any dripping of the glaze on the rim. So I will kind of find where I want that to be. Just give a little bit of head space, okay? And then what I can do is maybe a pin tool if I have one close by. That's an easy marking tool. I can just give myself the edges here. Another way to do it would be to wet this down, but sometimes it sticks. So let's do that on the other side too. Now I want to remember how much space was there. I can use my finger and I can say there was my thumb. So let's see here, put that here. Take a look. Okay, I think that that's pretty good. Just gonna take one more look over here. This can be kind of micro adjusted once I'm actually attaching the handles. But that gives me a good guide for where I'm gonna score. So I've got these guys out of the way. You can pick your scoring tool of choice. I'm gonna try this. I never tried that before. So I actually need a chair to be comfortable here. Hi, niece. Hi.
Watches basically fully charged.
Oh, awesome. Watch out, then. Go, go, go. Uh-oh, she's stuck. Come here. Oh, she's getting her ball. Uh-oh, is right.
Really? Come on, let's go.
Okay. Ah, that's nice sitting down. Okay.
Put your watch right here.
Thanks. Yeah, I gotta put it on. And I will score, score, score. Score, score, score inside that line. And not too much because these lines will show. So you can kind of clean up a little bit on the edges there. And over here. Score, score, score. And score, score, score. And then cleaning up a little bit of the outer boundaries that we don't need. Okay, so now I'll take one handle, dip it in this water here, dip both ends. That's all it needs. Don't need any slip, shouldn't need any slip. Okay, I'm gonna align this with the bottom is the big part. I'm gonna gently, let me take this out of the way for now, gently press. Uh-oh. So I have to support it on the inside because I can tell that the rim is still a little bit soft, and I just do not want that rim to move at all. A big part of successful casserole dishes is preserving the roundness. It really sucks when they get out of round. And so supporting it here on the inside as I attach this handle on the outside. Okay. And I'll do one more in the middle for the paw print look. And again, to get this kind of nice edge, if you just put a finger there, that's something to press into, and it'll give it a wall instead of just a sharp edge. So if you can, supporting it on the inside and pressing and supporting on the outside of this wall, you can always just go back and kind of clean it up with a finger. But that's been a trick that I kind of came up with, is that if I have a finger there, it works really well. Okay, so that one's on, and I'll just take a paintbrush with a little bit of water and clean up all of my seams, all the edges, softening everything. Okay. All right, and I'll have to do a little bit more on the bottom, but at least that side is pretty well done. And now the big move is to support what you've just attached, wet down your index finger and get under there. And now it's kind of hard for me to get under there with this bat here. I wish this were on the edge. If it were a smaller bat, it would be so much better. How can I get under there? I gotta sneak under. I gotta get under there. Wow, it's hard. Okay, I'm getting there. But this is a not easy one. Okay, here it comes. Here it comes. Okay, great. So now I just want to create a nice arc. Pirate handle. Okay, great. So let's see this here. Just kind of observing it, looking at all the different little angles. There's the underneath here that is nice to get it kind of really smooth. This whole part under here. Then there's this edge. It's nice to get a nice line there, make sure it kind of works. It's attached to the bottom, like the flow is continuous. So bringing in a little bit of that hand building sensibility, you know, kind of where sculptors suddenly sculpting this handle a little bit, you know, with minimal movements, and then looking at it all around and just making sure you like it. Maybe taking a soft, like older sponge and just softening the very edge right here, because that's where you're going to be touching. No sharp edges there. Okay, and then I'll see if I can get my paintbrush underneath here and just completely finish that handle up. Sometimes you think you finished it and then later you see it and then there's all these score marks underneath. So do your best and then look at it again later. Okay, this is also right here an angle that you'll want to pay a little attention to and match on the other side, especially the heights. So I could go higher with this whole handle. I might want to give it some lift here. It's really just something to get your fingers under. Okay, I think it looks pretty good. Okay, other side. Touching these, I'm going to be careful on this side because on the other side, it before I even push it in, I'm going to make sure it matches the height. I think this could be a little bit higher. Sometimes that little bit makes a big difference. So on the other side of this one, sorry, I'm going to move you a little closer. The it was hard for me to get under, remember that? So I'm just gonna lift it a little bit on this side. Just give myself a little bit extra, a little lift there. Because these are still kind of on the wet side and I have to be extra careful with the rims. So I can't be like sliding this whole casserole over to the edge to get underneath that rim. Does that make sense? Okay, and then going in for the third paw, triple P. Speaking of triple P, that's our favorite pizza. It's called the triple P. At least around here it is. Pepperoni, if you need pepperoni, pineapple, and pesto. I think that's the 3 Ps. Yeah, so good. Pesto as a topping, not a substitute for red sauce. You gotta have the red sauce, maybe even extra red sauce. Talking about the triple P.
Delicious.
The best. Okay.
Pesto has to be a topping.
That's what I just said. Yeah.
Important.
I know. That's what I said. Okay, now this one's going to be so much easier to get under because I gave it that little lift. Thank you, Amy. Thank you for helping me. So at the beginning, just kind of nurture it up. Then once it starts lifting, make sure you have it braced here. And swipe with a wet finger across. You can see how making that ridge in the handle really gives it variety. Now these two look really different. That handle got really pressed up, so actually I kind of like this one better, but I've already done that, so I'm gonna have to get that one kind of in a little bit more, even though I like the other one a lot better. I mean, I liked that one a lot better, but they must match. Oh, I forgot to do my cleanup job. There we go. Clean up. All around the seams. This one's good. I was just being a little more conservative with the scoring, gave me a lot less cleanup than I normally have. Teaching really helps because you pay attention to some things that often maybe you might not pay attention to. Okay. All right, so I still need it to come in a little bit more to match that one. I wish I didn't because that one looks so good. Maybe I could bring this one out a little bit. Let me see if I can wet down this paintbrush and just get myself a little bit of space in here because I think it looks better. It's not going to be as organic because I'm carving it away basically, but let's see if I can make it work. Just swipe again, just a little bit. Okay, and paintbrush is great for cleanup. There we go. Okay, I think that was a good choice on my part. Now I'm gonna look both sides. I can see some places like right here where it looks like there's some extra clay. I'll just use my paintbrush here to kind of work that in so it doesn't stand out as much. All these things are little details that are so specific to, you know, each piece is different in these ways and you never know what challenges are going to be facing you with any pot and all of the variables of dryness and off-centeredness and whatever problems du jour the pot is having. Okay, so now really looking at the balance of these two, it looks pretty good. This handle looks a little bit beefier to me, so I'm gonna see if I can kind of fortify this part right here, almost like compressing a rim. Call me maybe. Okay, well, it's the first one, so they'll get better, but whoopsie. Careful. Careful with your finished handles. Okay. So just looking, looks pretty good to me. Okay, so now this base is finished, which is awesome. Since it's finished, let me look at it everywhere, clean it up. Clean it up. Okay, and then I've got 5 more of these to do. The only one that'll be different is the tortilla warmer, and I will, not the base, but the top will be different. So I will film that also. But that's basically how you get the handles on.